not the 1st or the 15th, man. I didn't know. I missed it, Alexander. I missed it.
You like this poncho? You like my poncho, Holmes? I stole it from your grandma. Okay? Don't knock the wall over. Oh, God, what has he got under there? Whoa, where's the people at? Am I on the wrong channel? Sometimes I think I'm on the wrong channel when it takes time. It takes time for the townsfolk to gather on in, man. Yeah, we're doing it. We're there. Jimmy! Buddy Alexander, it's a Friday and it's YouTube, Catherine. I freaking love you. Yeah, we're just ripping. Look at this. How do you fill out this poncho with so many games? I got it from a website. It's clearly made for women, but look at, he rocks it like a, oh, he got the selenite sword. Under there. He's packing heat. There she is, Jeannie! Freaking love you. It's being served very well. My sister Goldis, who made me this. She's in here. She's here. We're live. The family is in the building. Okay. We're going to do some little Q&A. First, I want to just really rip. What's this? Fix yourself, okay. I want to rip. How we doing? Yay! I made Jeannie's day. Doo-dah. Okay. Don't forget to gently, lovingly caress the like button while you watch Netflix with it. Right now. Always remember to Netflix and chill with the like button. You know, we warned you what happens if you hit the other button. No, I kid. We're having a good time. I like when he goes live unexpectedly. That means he's going to blow things up to epic proportions. Yeah, I wanted to talk about multidimensional armor. I wanted to talk about a lot of stuff that, like, when we talk about it, people think it sounds crazy. There's certain things that people that are activated in the community can see. We can see certain things that other people, other archetypes, it's like, brother, sister, how come you haven't grabbed this thing or done this thing? And it's like, I know it can be frustrating if you don't know how to do it, where to go for it, and what to do with it. But what I'm getting at here is, when we have certain skill sets, when we, whether or not it's real. Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so let's say, whatever. Let's ipso facto. Let's just be like, Alexander's crazy. It's like he thinks he's got this diamond armor that expands from outside of his heart and is made of the scales of seraphim dragons. Okay, that sounds a little out there. I agree with you. Okay, but here's the fact of the matter. Even if it was completely crazy, even if it wasn't happening, Spirit tells me, do this, activate this, go get this, retrieve this, grab this, give this to so-and-so in a session, whatever the heck it is. When we have this stuff, this is going to change the mental. It's the fact of the matter, it's the law of attraction. We're manifesting, we're creating our reality. Sometimes we're in this timeline creating the next timeline. So when it comes to timeline adjustments, not that we're creating the timeline, it's more that we're navigating and aiming towards the timeline that we want to be on, the timeline that is the one that is most desired in this present moment. Where will my next present moment reside? So being in this state of having this armor, wherever it comes from, even if you create it yourself and do it in your mind, or just even if it makes you feel a little crazy as you're doing it, when we have this is going to change the mental, this is going to protect the mental, this is going to then create certain mental and spiritual connection points and protection points and shielding points of, now there are things that I just don't deal with that I see my family still dealing with, and I wish my family was not dealing with these things. Okay? I hope this makes sense. When we have, say, is this example of my field is so strong, I see negative entities way on the outskirts of the field, pressing their face against the glass, and they look kind of comical. I'm going to be honest with you. How are you going to be scared of something, whatever it is? Okay, let's get the scariest animal on the planet. We got a man-bear pig from South Park, okay? We got a man-bear pig, and it's pressing its face up against the glass, but it's way over there. How is that scary? How is it scary if it's way over there? It's comical when something is going roar and it's way over there. You're like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So this is the point of the matter. And this is what I wanted to get at today, because I've been having this conversation with a lot of people, because they're like, why would I need that? What is that? What are you even talking about? This armor or this armor, diamond scale, or this auric field, or this expansion, or this thing or that. You know, this is why posture, first and foremost. I've been telling you guys for years, I say about the working out. You know, I imagine we're at 21 people right now. I imagine a couple are going to leave just because, oh God, he said the working out words, I'm out of here. You talk about working out. One of the main things of working out, which is actually more important than working out, is having our body in a physiological state where we can be in proper posture. It's the posture that's necessary for the chakras to be in alignment, for the antenna to be firing in the first place, to activate and to aim. Think of aiming. So we got our root. So our root's got this coming up from it. Just for a moment. Just hear me out. So you got your root, and your root has the antenna. This is where it is in the ground, so to speak, is right here under your bam bam, okay? So you got this line going up. So if everything's not in alignment with the line, how do we activate what's way up there? This is why postural assessments, personal postural assessments, where you do this work yourself, where you actually look, how is my posture? Where is this? Where are my shoulders? Boom, boom, chest up, shoulders back and down, chest, boom, abs tight. Like all this, like we need more of that grandma from the 1930s that's like, sit up straight at the table. What are you doing? You look like a bum. It's real. It's absolutely positively real. And this is what's been shown to me is boom, 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 boom. It keeps going. You know, it's like I was seeing my 21st chakra back in 2008. And it was like, you know, it's like I see like whatever, spirit science, whatever channels, like all the power to them. Like they're talking about, you have more than 7 chakras, like a month ago or something. I don't know. Like freaking love you, Jordan. You're doing the work. Thank you. But it's just like, share this freaking video out. Share this information. Like, it's like, we've been here. We've been in the building. We've been out of the building. We've been clearing all this stuff. We're clearing planets. We're the ones grabbing the freaking demons and showing you there's nothing to be scared of. Is the, oh, look at that. Isn't it cute? Look at how you can just kind of shake it by the head, okay? There's nothing to be scared of here at all. There's literally nothing to be scared of. You look back on this channel, I'm staring into the freaking camera, calling out these archons by name. They're not real, okay? I hear spiritual people talking about this, and they're scared of this, and they're scared of that. You are that. It's all you, okay? It's all you. So whatever the heck you're scared of, there's something that's making you feel lack. There's something that's reminding you of something that you think you don't have or you wish you had that you do have, because it's all in the one. This is the one thing all these religions agree with. All the, you know, it's like the one is in the all. Like even Thoth, all of it, Saint Germain, whatever you want to call him, this guy who's just like, hey, I'm not aging. I got to pretend to die and resurface somewhere else, elsewhere later on. I'm not frustrated at all. We are doing it, guys. This is the time. The time is now. I love you guys. And there's more shifts coming. And I you know, regardless of who's coming on the next shift, all right? I want everybody to come. At the end of the day, I want everybody to come. I want Mama Bear to come. I want everybody to come. And I know there's going to be some version of everybody where we're going. But we need to be very strict in our manifestation capability now, right now. And this is what I was talking about the other day, was this word enthusiasm, and theos. This is saying having God within. The enthusiasm and our nature and our belief structure in the present moment is what we're using to dictate and govern this present moment, which is then aligning us with the next present moment. So when we speak the spell, because these words are spells, this is a guarantee, we need to make sure that the spell goes the direction of where we want to go, what we want to create, what is going to be our personal next place. And this needs to be done with this, I don't care who you are, this level of self-worth, which is not in alignment with where we're going, with where we're truly going to end up. We all have work to do. I have work to do. I don't care who the heck's video you're watching. They have work to do on their spells. They have work to do on their manifestations. They have work to do on what their belief structure is, on what they can accept. How does somebody come to me and give me this briefcase with $1 million if my self-worth isn't in check enough to feel worthy of getting this money? If somebody's saying, oh, bro, I'm watching your videos. You're like absolutely crushing it. You know, you don't have to worry anymore. Here you go. Like, how do we all get to that point? Because there's so many people out there just waiting for this handout. And like this handout is just like, oh God, I don't know. I don't know. Like, get to work. Like, get to work. Like, I don't know. I know this might upset some people. There are 3 of them left. Your magical piggy bank? Like, I don't know what to tell you. You invested in something. I'll give you the good news, okay? Here's the good news from your brother. Whatever you invested in, okay, maybe, because this is what Spirit told me in 2015 with similar stuff. What you invested in changed your belief structure on that present moment and made it so you said, I'm investing in this. This is going to make me a millionaire. Maybe the millions of dollars don't come from that exact thing, but it's going to get to a time and place where how long are you going to sit around waiting for it to be specifically this thing? Specifically, it has to be this thing. It has to be this way. We've got a job to do. We need to combine our skill sets. We need to combine all of our stuff and our resources and our time, which doesn't exist but does at the same time. What exists with time is our belief structure and our focus on time. So as we navigate this, like there's just a job to do. And I know like we're there, we're at this ascension. Either way, one way or another, it's going to happen. But I just want to see more people thriving and less people complaining about the boogeyman, because you're the boogeyman, okay? So when we activate these armors, when we feel worthy for these armors, we can find more work, we can find more spells, we can find more things that we're casting in this present moment, which are preventing us from being in our best mental state. And our best mental state in that present moment is nowhere near where our best mental state is going to be in, say, 3 timelines from now, or 4 timelines from now, or even 1 timeline from now. We're doing work, we're seeing more and more miracles. The more miracles we see, the more we know that this existence is clearly real itty. What do I always say? Real itty, reality. It's only a little bit real. So as we have this belief structure of this is my reality, okay, yeah, it is. That's your reality right now. So yeah, just shred. Mary, I was just talking about you. Freaking love you. Thank you for being here, everybody. So yeah, I wanted to just really basically tell you guys whether or not you know where your best and most powerful armor you've ever had in any past timeline. You have it now. First of all, anything you've ever had at any point for even a second, you have now. That's how time doesn't exist in the grand scheme of essentially, you know, it's kind of like I hand you this, it's in your hand, but then I'm like, okay, I want that back, and I take it back. You can tune in on the moment where this item was in your hand. This is why I noticed, because I asked questions. There were certain times where I was like, well, why is it when I'm going onto these, you know, these turdy-burdy alien spaceships, how come I can go invisible and other people are having to kind of like fight their way on, and I can sneak my way on? It's like, and like things know I'm intuitively there, but I'm very small and very invisible and they can't find me. Why do I have this capability? And this all came back upon the God of War archetype that I have, this God of War archetype. And you know, whether or not this sounds, whatever, however this sounds to you, it doesn't matter. Many of you know, I'm not even going to get into the whole thing, but the connection point is Perseus. And I'm getting all of you to this connection point because you are the entire 12 archetypes. This all got fractal downward by the old man with a beard who's pretending to be God, who isn't God, when he's really the grandchild of Mama. Okay? So it's like you got Mama, you got Gaia, this planet that's under your feet, the real mom. Okay. You got Mom under your feet or up here, and then you got what? Oceanus, the ocean, and then you've got, okay, this is her son, Zeus, whatever. Let's point the finger at Zeus. Freaking love you, but like, come on. Okay, so we got the old man who then fractals everything into the 6 women and the 6 girls. Okay, one of those, where am I getting at? You are all of that. 12 hours in a day, the 12 archetypes, the 12 zodiacs. Like, this is all right there. And I'm pretty sure there's 16, but that's a video for another day. But looking at the 12 and knowing that if I am one, if I am Leo, then I am the whole year. This is what we're doing. This is what we're integrating. This is what some people are struggling more to. And it's like, it's our own judgments. I don't like people under this sign. Oh, I don't like these people do this. The more research you do, you're going to find out you are that sign. Or you have the sign that's 6 months out from that sign, so you're actually vibrating at the opposite. So basically, you're casting the shadow of that sign. So basically, none of that really matters right now. All I'm saying is you are all of it. You are the ones in the all. This is one thing that, we've been taught, like, the law of one, whatever. So from this, I get to this connection point of Perseus. He had to go and he was given for a moment of time. Here's the helm of invisibility. And I don't care if this sounds crazy. This is the God's honest truth. I do things. The Virgin Mary, people, Spirit, I wake up, Spirit says, do this. It's on the internet. There's other people talking about it. It's like I freed a giant with a team here in Sedona. I got like 9-10 witnesses that know on Sunday night we freed a giant. On Monday morning, Corey Good, for the first time ever, is going live saying a giant was freed from the moon. And these people don't explain how this stuff happened. And it's like, I don't need my horn tooted. I don't care about that. I've done hundreds of missions I'll never tell you guys about. Hundreds of missions you'll just never hear about, because it doesn't matter. It's not about getting my horn tooted. It's about making sure that the timeline that we're getting on, the divine feminine and the children, this is all liberated. This is done. It's like, yeah, save the trees, save the ocean, do all this other stuff. That's great. But it's like, there's certain things where it's just like, many are getting very frustrated out there, and they almost like don't even, like, it's like, what are we even doing here? Like, what are we even doing here? Like, if this is still happening on the planet, this needs to shift now. This needs to shift now. Y'all need to send somebody here, get this done now before I do something about it. And the way I do something about it might not be as fun. Okay? So, anywho-skis, having this ability to have access to something in a past timeline, you have access to it now. So is this something that you absolutely need to go get? Is this something that you absolutely need to do? No, it's an internalization that happens in the present moment, where you say, the most powerful armor set I've ever had, the most powerful energetic armor that I've ever had or ever will have is around me and on my vessel now in this present moment. We say things with our conviction. We say, it is now. I have it now. This is how we clear the field. This is how we clear our house. And this is why one person can just be like, oh, there's this thing in my house, and at this time this happens. Okay, that's because you're saying that happens. That's because you're admitting that happened. And then you're making that your belief structure, and then you're creating that reality, or the lack thereof. Okay? So I'm just passionately, if you will, telling you guys, I freaking love you. You're way more powerful than anyone's going to tell you. Okay? Way more powerful. This whole, I had a sister on the phone the other day, and it was like this whole like, oh, my headache's gone. And it was like, you did that. I didn't even do that. I just introduced you to the address that your headache isn't real. And we didn't really have a full conversation about it, but like there was this like awesome moment where she was like, I could feel her go, wow, I did do it. And it's like, there's so many things that so many are dealing with, whether they're pains or headaches or this thing or a sickness or whatever. It's not freaking real. Like, it isn't real. And the second you tell yourself it's not real, it just stops being real. But if your belief structure is wavering even 1%, and you're like, but what if it is real? Then it's not in full alignment. The second you tell yourself, this is my reality, I create my reality, I've seen enough miracles to know that this isn't real, therefore, I'm saying this is what's happening, this is what's going on, this is what I'm doing. And this is why I was getting at this armor, whatever you want to call it. Call it your Buddha Christ consciousness armor. Call it whatever feels right to you in this present moment. Call it your seraphim armor. Call it your dragon armor. Whatever it is. This has kept blossoming for me throughout my awakening, as it's like, oh, this thing, this skill set, this skill set. And as I get all these skill sets, these turds, plain and simple, get pushed away. They get pushed away, and my field gets to the point where people that are just walking through my field, I don't even got to talk to, are having a better day. People are coming up to me and having these conversations with me that used to like laugh at me and make faces at me. And now they're like coming up to me and they're like talking about spirituality in their own way. And I know you guys are seeing this. I know you guys are having the same for instances happening. So without further ado, Sybil, welcome. Thank you all for being here. Michael, Angela, boom, truth bombs. Ask me some questions. I'm going to do a few questions before I go break my fast. Breakfast, speaking of spells, break fast, okay? Now it's right there in front of you, okay? What was the other one? Oh, what is it? Oh, God, hold on. Tremendous. Oh, I got this one yesterday. Tremendous. What do? When we're going through it, what do? We always go out into nature, right? When we're really, really going through it in the past, what did you do? You went out into the woods, you went in the creek, you went to the beach. Tree, mend us. Give him a round of applause, family. He's gonna be here till the job's done. Okay, he's gonna be here till the job's done. So yeah, I loved finding that one yesterday. Tree, mend us. Tremendous. Because sometimes we're saying words and I'm like, that one sounds good, the definition's good, but the word is pure shies. And then sometimes we're like, there's words that are good that actually are really good. Like that one's right there. And it's like, it really goes back to all that stuff I was finding about, what was it, the Polynesian people, when I was talking about Tane and the sky god, and like even why the sky god is on the website and all this stuff. Like what I found from waking up from a dream and spirit saying, go look at this. There's codes here for you. So yeah, the trees, man. And what did they call us? What did they call us back in the 60s? They called people like me and you tree hugging hippies. Anything that's ever been a word that this is an insult. This is an insult. That's bad. That's gay. That's this. That's that. Have this stipulation, this belief structure. Don't do that. Slap your hand. That's where the codes are. That's where the stuff is. That's how I found all whatever it is. Guys are supposed to wear blue and women are supposed to wear pink, and that's it. Like, it's like, whatever the heck you've been told, look at it and be like, why have I been told that? Why is that the belief structure? What if it's something else? It's real. Give me a question. Come on, let's go. I'll give a few. Hold on. This is how we ascend now. The job is done. This is where just chilling when the moon has been vacated and then re-vacated. And these things are just, and she's gone. Oh, you should have listened, baby, she's gone. And by she, I mean he. And by he, I mean, what not partner, Doug. What up, Doug? Hey, Doug, you're going to be out of a job soon. All right. Out of body tips? Let's go, DJ. Of course. Out of body tips. Let's do this. All right. So, out of body tips, no laying down. I was telling this story. I'm not sure if this was on Patreon or on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. So, I'm going to tell it again so you guys hear it. When I was laying down and I was getting out of my body, there was one time I was getting out of my body where I was laying down, and I don't know how or why, but my soul fell out of the back of me. Instead of going up and out how it normally did, my soul went whoop out the back, and it literally felt like somebody just was like holding me, the bed's holding me, and all of a sudden I was dropped off of a cliff. Like it literally felt like gravity, like I went through the bottom of the bed. So what is it? I go Egyptian style. So it's boom, don't knock the wall over, okay? Once again, back to that posture, hands like this, whatever your mudra is. You can do the Bashar, because this is actually an antenna, combining the 4 elements and the ether. This is what brother's doing, whether he knows it or not. There's chi that comes out of the top of your thumbs. So when we point that chi by connecting the elements, we can activate a place higher up on our antenna. So I personally believe that's what he's doing. He's connecting to something up there. But yeah, whatever your mudra is, whatever you want to do, you want to like Kuan Yin it or whatever, like whatever, do your thing, but make sure your posture's good. And out of body tips, Merkaba meditation, put the field around you, boom, start off at the root chakra. Well, first clear the body, start off at the toes, tune everything out, go up your body, tune everything out, your forehead skin, for God's sakes. Tune it all out, phase it out. Then go down to your root, activate the root, put the red into the torus, put the red into the field, boom, orange, put the orange in the field, the yellow in the field, the green in the field, the blue in the field, so on and so forth. Add the whole colors for the rainbow. I was told the rainbow's gay, Alexander. Yeah, it's like, once again, who picked the rainbow flag to be that flag. Because I've seen hundreds of guys being a guy that are just like, you got a rainbow bracelet on, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I do. And they're like, oh, all right, that was it. That was all I had to say. So any Huskies, add all of the colors of the rainbow, add the gold, add the sparkles, add the platinum, add the silver, add all of it to your vessel, surround it, and then just basically sit with this. You can put it inside the Merkaba field, because inside of the Taurus is the Merkaba. It's like the whole chicken and the egg. Did the Merkaba come first or the Taurus, or does the Merkaba create the Taurus, or does the Taurus create the Merkaba? Either way, put it inside the field, spin that, okay, and just boom, up and out. Will it happen every single time? Maybe not. For me, like if I'm meditating and I'm working on this, I'm doing my Merkaba meditation or whatever I'm doing, it will, like, it's like if I did it right now, I can't guarantee pop out, like fully pop out and seeing everything full color like I can sometimes. It's like, what do we say though? Like even what I just said was a bad spell. It's like every day I'm getting better and better at getting out of my body. Every day I'm getting better and better, and I'm remembering more and more of my dream state. We say things that go the direction that's forward or up. We got to get rid of all these crap spells, as I was telling you. So make sure that when you're speaking something into existence, and if somebody in front of you is very important, you know, there's a proper way to, I would say it this way, not be like, don't say it that way. We have to say things to people without inflaming their ego, because their ego's out of control. Let's be real. Next question. Thank you, DJ. I hope that helps. But yeah, your belief structure, the spell, and yeah, also making sure that all the colors are there. Yeah, get that. Where do I go? Where do you want to go, dude? How do you best repair your armor after a test, Angela? Yes. How do you best repair your armor? It was about 2018. Everybody started talking about the diamond light. My sister in LA was talking about the diamond. All of us at once were like, just started seeing diamonds, like straight up, like little teeny tiny diamonds, almost like it was a dust. And if you didn't start seeing it, that's fine. But this diamond armor, which is a seraphim skill set, and it's something that can expand from inside of your heart. So I would use that, Angela. I would just use my diamond armor. That's like, basically, that's like the first, that's like the chainmail. So when I'm like, I'm going on mission, I'm doing a crazy soul retrieval, I got to go on some ship or something, that's the first thing I'm doing is boom, I'm just noticing all the diamonds coming out of my heart. Trillions on top of trillions of replicating, like they literally like multiplying tenfold a second. Like there's like an endless amount of diamond light that's at your disposal. What is from here, from my nose, where my nose is, to this cell phone camera is like an amount of energy in time and space that we can't even, it couldn't even be accessed. So having this in the center of the center of the center of your heart, this basically this ability to have something that's like kind of like, you know, fractaling down, like, you know, like picture the flower life and then go down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom, down to the bottom, but do this in the center of your heart. You can have places, you can have armor sets, skill sets, you can have places you go to in meditation where nothing ever could ever find you or find this there. Like it's like the grand theme of like this room, and like obviously I wouldn't want this room like how it's set up in my heart, but if you create a room and you're like, this is my room, and you put yourself and identical things in that fractal, and if you don't know what a fractal is, just go look up a fractal. But if you create some sort of endless fractal, and then you go and you know where you're going, you know where the best places where you really are. It's almost just like, here's the box where I keep my good stuff. And like, you know, how many times could something open it up and see that it's empty and they would just give up? And I know this sounds a little crazy, but it's when you have a place where it's like, well, here's the version of me, inner child fully integrated, divine feminine fully integrated, divine masculine fully integrated, all my wings, all of this. And it looks like you're in all of these rooms, but all of these rooms essentially don't matter. And it's the one room that you know where this is. This gives you this feeling of safety. And when we have this feeling of safety and security, this is how we're just like, well, that doesn't bother me. Oh, I remember when I used to deal with that. That doesn't bother me anymore. Oh, that was cute. That was in the old timeline. Okay? So I hope that helps, Angela. She says, yes, I know that your magic class is lit. Awesome. Okay. Any breathing technique while working out? Owen, you start. I love when you ask me working out questions, Owen. Gains. All right. Any breathing questions? Okay. Breathing tips. One thing that I definitely do is it's a form of the Hathor yoga, I believe. But I'll do after my workout when I'm in the sauna. I'll do the clamp one side of the nose in, and then you go to the other side and you go out, and then you go in, and then you go. So it's the reverse breathing technique. I'll do that. There's also before a workout, I will sometimes play the yellow sound bowl. So I'll get the sound bowl for the solar plexus because this is where, it's so funny. It's like people always talk about the root, the sacral, the heart, the throat. This is like so powerful. It's called the sun. It's called the solar plexus, and it gets the least love for some reason. But for I don't know, like literally like a decade, I play the yellow sound bowl. Not every time, but like if I'm feeling like I need a little extra boost of caffeine, so to speak, I'll play the yellow sound bowl. So I'll play the yellow sound bowl, and then I'll do the like really fast, like in slowly, and then out all at once is another breathing technique. But while working out, Owen, it just in like you're on the bench press. It's just okay. It's just manhandle it. Okay? Make sure that the weight that you have you can grab and you're just like, I got this. You don't want the weight to lower itself. You want to grab the weight and be like, this is mine, and you pull it to your body. You don't have gravity be like, is my spotter here? Okay? And I'm not saying that's you, Owen. I'm making fun of myself when I was a child. You want to get it, you pull it, you tuck the elbows, you shoot it up. Okay? But yeah, it's in, out. There is a Valsalva maneuver, some weird name, where like actually holding your breath will give you a blood pressure increase, and that blood pressure increase will technically make you stronger, but you can straight up pass out from doing that. Like that's why you ever see the guy and he goes and he gets the deadlift, but then he just like falls over and like hits his head on a dumbbell or something. So that's something that can be mastered, and I have worked with that as well, which is really more I guess scientific based instead of spiritually based, but that is a real thing as well. But I'm not advising that to anyone. Always ask your doctor before eating fruit. Next question. My favorite. Always ask your doctor before eating fruit. If your doctor tells you not to eat fruit, you need a new doctor. Okay. Yeah, DJ saying Wim Hof right before a workout and you feel like you're glowing. Omicron says moronic. Mary, does anyone want to talk about the evil aliens from Futurama were from Omicron Persei 8? Like, does it, like all these people talking about Omicron, and I'm like, did anybody watch like these funny TV shows and TV? Like, this is like, I think they're joking. Like, sometimes I think, like, they're like, oh, well, what are we going to call it? Oh, I don't know. Like, use that name from Futurama. Like, that's a real thing. Because I've been hearing people say this Omicron thing. It cracks me up. I'm not seeing any other questions. When I don't see any other questions, he hits the X button. And he's out. Okay. I guess it's time to go eat some food. 3:33 when I looked at the time. For real, though. I love you guys. Yeah, you won't miss me too long. I'll be live tomorrow on the Instagram. So, I love you guys. Love and gratitude. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Just the bottom. I just kid. I love you from all areas of my heart throughout all the time and space. Julian says, what do you recommend in terms of utilizing the solar eclipse portal to the fullest extent? What do I recommend? Celebrate, Julian. We all celebrate. It's gonna sell a brait. What's a brait? I'm on to your word. I'll look that celebrate. I'm gonna look it up later. Celebrate. Freaking love Tammy. Love your sister. Yeah, I would just know with that portal and like this eclipse that's coming up, there was a lot of stuff where it was like, should I be doing work? Is there something I should be doing? But it's really just celebrating. We've done a lot of work. We've got a lot done, Julian. This is really just kind of like part of the reset. You know, this partial eclipse, which didn't seem that epic to some, this was the rebirth. Like that was literally the moon's head crowning. This alignment with the sun, the earth, the moon, and the Orion gate portal all in a straight line, mathematically and astrologically. This was a very epic portal we just went through. And yeah, there's more missions to come. There's more to do. But with this whole like solar plexus thing that's going on right now, it's just going to make us glow a little brighter, my brother. So that's what you should do. You should prepare yourself to glow brighter. I freaking love you guys. Johnny! Okay, if you're wondering why I'm just yelling out names, it's because we were live for this broadcast, and I love you all so much, and I'll see you very soon tomorrow on Instagram, Galactic Tarot. That is all. I love you. Bye.